Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Lumeria Star. So today we are going to be doing a unboxing and walkthrough of the Mother Tarot. So for those of you who don't know, this is a deck that's brand new. I just got it in the mail, I want to say the other day. I did open it already because I got too excited and I already shuffled it and pulled a few cards, already in love with it. I put it back in order for this video. So we will take a look at it. So this is a square shaped deck. So it's a square shaped box. We have the Mother Tarot artwork here. You can see the energy is very like mother, female centric. It feels very, I want to say sensual. It feels very like Empress energy. It feels Mother Earth, very Gaia. This deck feels very connected to the sacral chakra too. So when I first got this deck, I'm thinking I might use it for creative work, but we'll see. The more I work with it, it might be for like self-love, body acceptance, things like that. So we will see what this deck has in store for me. But I did back this, I believe it was on Kickstarter, I think, or it might have just been a pre-order. I can't remember, but I will link the information to the creator down below. Again, it's the same creator as the Dark Days Tarot, which is again a square shaped deck, and it's black and white. And then because this was like a pre-order Kickstarter kind of thing, it did come with this really pretty enamel pin, and this is the artwork on the box, which I believe is the Queen of Pentacles. So you can see it's very evocative, very sensual, very like feminine energy. So I'm loving that. So let's just take a look at the box. This is beautiful. So it says here, this is a 78 card tarot deck and guidebook illustrated and created by Ren McMurdo Brignac. I hope I pronounced that right. So this is the box. And then the back, it looks like there's a QR code, which I didn't try scanning yet, so we can see what that opens. And then it says here, learn more at darkdaystarot.com. So we will just get into the deck. So we can see here, this is the inside of the box. On the inside here, we have a little like Mother Earth, which is so cute and pretty. So I'll just set that off to the side. And let's take a look at the cards. So you can see it is a square deck. I think this is actually my first square deck ever. So I'm kind of excited about it actually. I don't know why, but it just, normally I like a traditional like tarot size card, but this feels really like nice in my hands. There is a nice chunky guidebook, which we will look at later, but let's get right into the cards because that's, you know, what I'm most excited about. So these are the really pretty backs, and, you know, they're reversible like all four ways. So you can really pull it any way you want. They are not gilded or edged. I might do that in like a, I don't know, maybe a pink or like a lavender. I don't know, we'll see. So, let's just take a look at the artwork. So you can see here with the Fool, we clearly have like Mother Earth as a female form and literally giving birth to a child. So like, that's why I feel like this deck is going to be really good, either like for me, either creative work, or it could be like helping me tap into that like Empress, feminine energy, that sacral chakra energy. I can see this being really good for like self-love and self-worth work. I can see this being really good for body acceptance work. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to develop in my own practice. But those are some ideas of how I personally am hoping to use this deck. So we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. And again, you see like it's a lot of imagery of like the womb and pregnancy, which, you know, even if you don't identify as either female or someone who can have children, or you don't want children, I think you can still connect with this deck in a way of creation, in a way of connecting to feminine energy, or a way to just connect to like your sacral chakra, your passion center, your creative center. So here we have the Empress. And again, I think this could also be a deck for body acceptance, because it's, you know, there's a lot of nudity and it's very vulnerable, but also they're not perfect. So you see here the Empress, like he or she has like stubbly, you know, hairy legs, which is not like the typical like patriarchal standards of beauty. So I really like that. Got the Emperor, the Hierophants. And this artwork too is very delicate and colorful and beautiful. This is a very provocative lover's card, and I don't hate that at all. And also we have like diversity with skin tones too, which is nice. I really like this Chariot card. I like how not only is it a mermaid, but it's a differently abled mermaid, which it appears to be in like a wheelchair. And I like that for the Chariot. I think that's really cool. Like oftentimes when I think I see differently abled people, like a person in a wheelchair, sometimes it's in like the strength position, like, which is totally fine. But I kind of like seeing that in other archetypes. So that's cool with the Chariot. Justice, beautiful. Hermit. The Wheel, and we can see, of course, again, we have like Mother Earth, and then it kind of looks like, to me, like almost all 4 seasons, maybe. But yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, I just noticed this person here has a mask. Do you see that? Strength. I love how we have like crone energy here. I love that. It's like as we get older, we just come more into our own personal power. So I really like that. The Hanged. That's a beautiful death card, and it's very connected to like earth energy, because it's almost like this person or this being is like decomposing. Like we have like mushroom, I think that's mushrooms, or maybe I made that up. Well, we have like a decomposing apple core. I don't know. I get this sense of like decomposition here, like going back into the earth and like starting anew. So I really like that. Temperance, really beautiful. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. And I can see here too, like this is the ocean. We have some like sea life here. We have like a mermaid, but it looks like the top layer of the ocean is like trash. So like, I think this is also a deck that's really kind of bringing to light like how we treat our earth and how we treat our natural resources. So yeah, that's really interesting to note. Got the Sun, Judgment, the World, which just looks like a nice little cozy spot, you know, in the mountains near a river. That's really, really nice. Okay, so now we are into our minors. So we are in the Suit of Cups. So you can see here, this is like literally like a woman, like it looks like she's pleasuring herself and she's in this vessel and she's kind of just overflowing with joy, like in self-love. So I can see this deck being really great for like self-love work, body acceptance work, perhaps even like processing if you have any type of like sexual trauma, like it could be good for that too. 2 of Cups, we have a mother breastfeeding her child. 3 of Cups, we've got a little mermaid group here, just kind of hanging out, enjoying life. 4 of Cups, and again, we see that the imperfections of the body, the hairy legs, the hairy underarms, like I like that this is not like body beautiful in a traditional sense. 5 of Cups, I also like all the mermaids in here too. I'm very much a mermaid person because I am a beach person. So mermaid energy is something I really connect with. So I really like that I'm seeing that. And it feels, this deck feels very like earthy and watery to me. And the 10 of Cups, that's really pretty. Our Page. Our Knight. Our Queen of Cups, that's really beautiful. I like that a lot. And the King of Cups, which is like an anatomical heart. We've got some mermaids and flowers and rainbows coming out. Love that. And now we're in the Ace of Wands, which we have like a very phallic-y situation going on here. Two of Wands. Like that 10 of Wands, just having that burden and that like you have like the weight of the world on you. So that one really resonates. We've got our Page, our Knight, Queen, and we have like this like kind of like yoni vulva image here. I like that. And the King of Wands. And then we go into our Pentacles. I like that, the finding balance and like practicing yoga. And you see there's like roots here at her hands and her feet, like really grounding down into the earth to find her balance. I like that. Three of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9. I like this image of the 9 of Pentacles, just really being out in Mother Nature and just really like taking in the moment and enjoying your surroundings. I like that as a message for the 9 of Pentacles. And this 10 of Pentacles is really beautiful. We've got this like, you know, family or chosen family kind of together, just like enjoying the day at this like beautiful stream. We've got beautiful trees. That's just really pretty. I like this Page of Pentacles. That's a really pretty image. Knight. And then we've got our Queen of Pentacles, which is the box, and then the enamel pin that I showed you guys before. That's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. King of Pentacles. And then we are in our Suit of Swords. Six of Swords. This is like a landfill because I think this is all garbage. That's interesting. So I'm really curious what the guidebook has to say about some of these cards. And then we've got our Page, our Knight, our Queen, and our King. So this deck is beautiful. I need to see how I end up using it. If it, like I said, if it's going to be for creative work, if it's going to be for kind of like self-love, self-worth kind of work, we're going to find out. But this is the nice chunky guidebook. So let's take a look and see. So there's a table of contents. Mother Earth, or Mother Tarot is dedicated to Earth. Acknowledgements, introduction, Mother Earth, or Mother Tarot is devoted to earth, birth, and creativity. She is designed to harness and ground chaotic and visionary energy for the purpose of inspiration and integration. Her dynamic colors and characters create and hold space for healing and evolution. She is the sister to Dark Days Tarot, my first deck devoted to the moon, restoration, and reflection. If you're incorporating both decks into your life, try using Mother on full and waxing moon days of the lunar cycle and dark days on dark and waning moons, or waning moon days. So that's pretty cool. Like you can kind of use them together and like with a very intentional purpose. So getting started, it's very simple. Choose your spread, single card, past, present, future, shuffle the deck. I like how simple and simplified this is. Like that's really nice. Pull your cards, contemplate, and reflect. This really makes tarot feel very accessible to someone who isn't familiar with it and like isn't ready to like deep dive study. I like this. I feel like this is something that even though this artwork is very like intricate and there's a lot to it, like a beginner can just pick this up and really bond with this deck. So I think that's wonderful. So tips for studying the tarot already. Number one, yes, there are no rules in tarot. Like I'm really big on that. Like I learned in my own way and I tend to do things in an unconventional way traditionally. So I just like that. So that's wonderful. That's in this deck or in this book. So we have a little bit about major and minors, a little bit about the suits. And I like here too that with the suits, it kind of gives the season too, because we're kind of talking and connecting to earth energy. So wands are spring, swords are summer, cups are autumn, and pentacles are winter in this deck. So we've got some numerological themes. And okay, so it has here card orientation meaning. So I don't own the Dark Days Tarot. I actually have a friend who does, so I've used it a little bit. And the guidebook shows that no matter like how you pull the card, so if it's like upright, like, you know, any orientation, it'll have like a slightly different meaning. So I believe in this guidebook it doesn't, but it shows here like upright and then like right side, bottom, left side, and the correspondence. So it's like the directional energy, north, east, south, and west. The, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? The season, the element, and the moon phase. So that is cool if you want to incorporate that into your reading somehow. So then we go into our cards. It looks like we have a full color image for each card. And then it's not a huge write-up, but I believe they're kind of like very potent messages. So let's just, let's pull a card. Yeah, let's pull a card. And I'm not quite sure how to shuffle a square deck yet. So I don't think I'm going to try to do that on camera. That's probably something I'm going to have to practice a little bit more. So we're just going to hand over hand this. And if you are watching this video anytime, it doesn't matter if it's the day I posted it, but if you are watching this video, this is a reading for you. This is a reading for the collective. I'm just going to pull one card and we're going to sink into the imagery and we're going to read from the guidebook and see what comes up for us. So we have the 5 of Swords. So let's take a look at that imagery. We have here, she's got 5 swords in her hand. The other 2 are over here. It looks like either that's the sun or something's on fire. We've got a snake here. So I like this deck because I feel like it's going to help me slow down my readings. It feels like it's going to be a very mindful and like meditative type deck. Like I want to pull like 1 card, maybe 3 cards max with this because I don't know, it wants me to like slow down with the imagery. I don't know if that makes sense or if you get that sense as well. So let's take a look at the 5 of Swords meaning and let's see what our message for the collective is today. So let me get that in focus. So it says here, the sun sets ablaze, a serpent demonstrates agility. You are empowered by will, skill, and connections, but you are hot-headed. You have unwittingly conquered enemies only to walk away with more. Interesting. Be wary of any lust for drama or impulse to break bonds. You may inadvertently leave friends on the other side of the divide, deepening inside. Ooh, interesting. So maybe there's some conflicts going on in your life and you're really trying to win at all costs, but it's like, is that really for your highest good? Or are you kind of like winning the battle but losing the overall war? So like you really want to take a look at the bigger picture and see what's best for you. So I feel like maybe that's an energy that's happening right now. I'm being called to pull a card for like advice for us. So for anyone who's feeling that Five of Swords energy right now, let's see what the cards have in store for us in regards to advice. Okay, so our advice is the Ace of Wands, and that was the card I said has some phallic-y symbolism, if you could see that. So let's take a look at what the Ace of Wands has to tell us. Okay, so it says here, let's get the card in focus. You possess creative virility and mental health. There is a seemingly endless supply of inspiration and potential to be extracted from this power. May you return to this tool again and again. This ace can also point to mania, hyperfocus, and lack of groundedness. More experience, self-care, and information may be required before the use of this tool is recommended. So I think what this is saying overall is like if we're experiencing that Five of Swords energy, if we're feeling in conflict maybe with ourselves or with others, and we're just trying to win at all costs, but we're not looking at the bigger picture, you know, being able to step back and remind ourselves how much power we actually do have in the situation. You know, we don't have to always be right. That's kind of like a vibe that I'm getting. And I also think, you know, knowing that you have the fortitude, knowing that you have that mental clarity, but also like we need groundedness, because I talked about having that lack of groundedness. So being able to ground down in our own personal power and know like no matter what happens with this situation, we have it handled. So that's like a really lovely reading. I hope that resonates with you. If it does, please leave a comment below. But yeah, I am really excited to work with this deck. And like I said, I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to use this deck, whether it's going to be creative work, body acceptance, which is like a topic I'm really exploring right now, self-love work and things like that, or, you know, creative work, sacral chakra work. I think there's a lot of things this deck will be really good for. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you seen this deck? You know, is this on your wish list? Do you have the Dark Days and you think this would be a nice companion? I don't own the Dark Days, but it's been on my list for a while. So I hope you all really enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And also if you are new to my channel, because my YouTube channel is very new in the YouTube world, please give me a subscribe so you can follow along and see other videos and other things that I create. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. This is Stephanie from Lumeria Star, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.